Programming report is located in KTLA's public file and is available for viewing during normal business hours at KTLA, 5800 Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles.
All right, old habits, we're trying to collect ourselves, can be hard to break. But there is no better time than the new year to shed those old habits.
Yeah, it's really true. This month, Beverly Hills-based psychiatrist and medical director of Moonview Sanctuary, Dr. Terry Eagan, gave advice in Los Angeles Magazine about opening your hearts and closing our mouths. Dr. Eagan joins us now. What an interesting concept, Dr. Eagan, closing our mouths and opening our hearts. Why is that so important?
You know, I think in the new year especially, we are so used to thinking about things in a routine way, again and again and again and again. And the new year is a great opportunity to look at things with a new set of eyes. A fresh way of looking at things, whether it's your relationships, old patterns, and so take advantage of the fact that it's a new time to take a look.
You talk about knowing your limits and when to exceed them. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is this, again, in that idea that we get so used to the routines and patterns in our lives that sometimes we put limits on ourselves. We think, I'm the kind of person who can't take chances. I'm the kind of person who's not going to be able to get a new job or get a better relationship. And that's just an idea that you have in your head. And so if you think about what those limits are and then set the bar a little higher, gives you a chance to try something new.
A lot of us are very impatient with our lives. We want it now, we want it fast, we want to just see it immediately. You say pace yourself.
Pace yourself, that's right. I think in this world of kind of immediate, everything's immediate. Immediate coffee, immediate fun, immediate get rid of the donuts, and that you do have to pace yourself. I'm from the South, and things are a little bit slower there. But in LA, you know, in the rush, you're on the freeway. You meet a new person in a relationship. You want to have it pop right off the bat. And how many times a friend will come up and say, "Oh, I met somebody new, and it's going really great, and I think we're going to move in." And you think, "Wait a minute."
Like a month.
In a month, that's right. You got to slow down a little bit and take it easy.
Yeah, we know that family relationships, as loving and supportive as they are, they also can pose some challenges with us. And you say, feed your family member the answer you want them to come up with?
Absolutely, absolutely. So many times people will come into therapy and they'll say, you know, I'm really worried about the holiday season because we tend to get into the same argument every year. It deteriorates, we don't have a good time, and everybody leaves feeling bad. What you want to do is you want to feed somebody a new idea. You know, you give them a teaser.
Give us an example.
For example, someone says, you know, what do you want to eat? And you know that they're traditionally going to put the same thing out on the table that they put out every year.
Okay.
But you pitch a new idea, you hear them say the idea, and you go, that's a good idea. Well, why don't we try something different? That's a really great idea. You give them a lot of praise for an idea that you came up with, but maybe they don't realize it. And most people, you know, at that point are off and running. And so you have to give people a lot of praise on the back end.
Right.
Tread lightly in a relationship?
Tread lightly. That just kind of goes back to what I was talking about when you meet somebody new. So many people are overanalyzing right after the first day. Oh, they didn't call me. What does that mean? They did call me. What does that mean? What should I wear? How should I be? And, you know, you got to go a little bit slower than that. You kind of treat it like you would like a new puppy. New puppies are fun to have around. They're very interesting. You want to hug them and love on them a lot. But you got to put them down and let them take a nap.
Yeah. Another thing, take power. When you're mad about, you know, where your world is, the state of your environment, change it?
Yeah, I think a lot of times people feel such despair, whether they're looking at politics or terrorism or the state of the economy, and it's really easy to become inundated with kind of negative thoughts about things. The idea is, in small pieces, what can you do to make the world a better place? Whether it's involving yourself in a bit of charity, whether it's picking someone in your community that you can do something good for. I mean, Oprah just gave us a great example yesterday of you know, opening up a wonderful school. There's so many things that we can do, even if we don't have a lot of money, that simply requires a little bit of time, a little bit of forethought, and it gives you a great feeling inside.
It's like they used to say in Sunday school, brighten the corner where you are.
Absolutely.
Snap out of it. This is what I like, because after all of that, sometimes you just need a little reality check.
That's right. You know, sometimes people say, no matter what I do, I'm still stuck in a rut. You know, I did something to your charity, I called my family, I tried to make up, but I still don't feel good about things. Sometimes you actually need to get around somebody who's really in a much worse situation than yourself. Somebody who's really in a difficult relationship, or somebody who's really going through a hard time. That nice piece of perspective, just take a moment, be grateful for what's working out well in your life, because we've always got things to be grateful for.
Why is it so hard for us to do that?
I think most of us are focused on what it is that we don't have. We're focused on the negative, the pieces that aren't working. We're focused on the things that other people have that we'd like. If you spend all your time being grateful for the things that you have, you wouldn't really have a lot of time to focus on anything else.
You can get more information about Terry Eagan or Moonview Sanctuary by going to KTLA.com. We thank you so much.
His article's in
that's
LA.
right. The article is called Head Check, and it can be found in the new At Your Service section in the January issue of Los Angeles Magazine. Really a pleasure to have you here,
My
Dr.
pleasure.
Eagan.
Great to have you here.
Stick around and you can maybe meet Gerard.
He's amazing.
Isn't he?
He's amazing.
What do you have to say about him?
I think he's amazing. When the cigarettes started flying.
I know, right? It had you.
Yeah. The only thing he couldn't penetrate was Mark's firewall.
There you go.
I know.
It was better than his computer.
That's what happens.
Thank you for that.
Up next, stick around because Drake Bell is going to perform here live for us.
He's over there warming up his guitar right now, getting ready to play us a tune. That's
And
up
apparently Cher has brought us sweet incentives to ditching our diet.
Yeah,
Cher.
okay, ditch your diet. Hi, how's it going, guys? I'm trying. No, the key is still straight. I cannot bend it. Oh, but look at the donuts. We can make those disappear. Look, it's magic. Huh? Yeah? Can I get my own show? Maybe not. All right, but we're going to show you why these donuts are so magical here at Fratelli's Donuts and Coffee in Beverly Hills, coming up in a live report.
Now is